Grade 2 was a purple fuzzy vest, a purple lunchbox almost as big as my torso, and a purple pair of indoor shoes. Grade 2 was a lecture given by a woman in a tweed skirt about the nature of the circle, that shape that rolled through the minds of mathematicians and theologians alike because, she said, pushing her glasses up on her nose, the circle has no beginning and no end. We were taught to see it as a symbol of the perfect love that filled the halos in our illustrated Bibles, except they forgot to tell the girl in the purple where the symbolism stopped. So for the longest time, she thought that a hula hoop could help you out of hell, and while one day she may have realized there was no holiness in donut holes, she always noticed that when she put her arms around her mother, they were never quite round, and each elbow marked an angle of disruption in something that should have been perfect. When she finally got to the city whose skyline she'd already memorized, she could not help but think that the O of the underground marked a stairway to heaven, a subterranean paradise where every stranger had a story. So as she sought out her stop on the map on the wall, the grid lines were like graph lines of 1,000 fond memories plotted between Piccadilly and Pimlico. But if happiness is just an x-axis, all you can ask yourself is, why? Why the variable we can't control results in peaks and valleys and plateaus with no correlation, and yet you try to trace an upward trend through spelling bee trophies, aced exams, and the feel of his thumb hooked around the belt loop of your jeans. We may not have been blessed with a spiritual skeletal structure, but have you ever noticed that when we hug, our bodies form a Venn diagram of overlapping arms? And though my claim to intelligence may not be made through geometry, I believe that if we step back and looked each other in the eyes, the space set out for our similarities would be greater than the areas of our difference. So when the angles of your elbows leave you with an acute sense of imperfection, remember the stranger who stepped back to let you squeeze past him onto the train, and see that sign as what it really is, a halo for the angels on the underground.